Hi everyone, this is Tara with Ariana Stock. This is your weekly forecast for the week starting from 5th to 11th June 2023. We will dive into Divine Messages Oracle as well as Love Oracle to understand what's in store for you generally as well as with respect to matters of the heart. Like always, I will start from Aries and we will go right down to Pisces. So we'll cover all 12 sun signs. We also have the timestamp given in the description box, so in case you want to proceed directly to your reading, you can do just that. Let's just get down to your reading. For Aries, I have this card, Protective Shield from the Divine Messages Oracle. As you see, we've got a helmet right here. So this is the soldier's armor. When soldiers used to be ready for battle, then they would wear this to protect themselves from any harm, from any injury. Likewise, I think this week you also need to safeguard yourself from disturbing elements or even with respect to a change in energy levels around you. Maybe there is also going to be some kind of negative energy or toxicity that you're going to deal with. Perhaps some people can also be very deceptive or they could question your own moves. So a question of ethics could also arise. Still, I think Aries, you have to prioritize, you have to be on your feet. You're also going to be someone who is going to want to be all by yourself as you focus on work. With respect to your love life, I have this card, letter messages, love notes. Lavender flowers here talks about unconditional love, purity. That is why I think you also want to write a love note or a message to your person, or this could also be vice versa. Perhaps some of you are also going through past messages that your person has sent to you. At times, Aries, you also, like I said, would want to be all by yourself. So that is why I think there could also be the need for me time this week. That is why there could be lack of communication. But the universe is nudging you to be proactive when it comes to communication. Let's move from Aries to Taurus. For Taurus, I have this card, smudging. Again, this also talks about the need to clear your energy levels, to clean your space. Maybe there are people who don't have your best interests at heart. I think many of you will also be very focused or very career oriented this week. You want to get ahead. Your schedule could also be disrupted. Maybe you also have a no-nonsense approach. The universe is also telling you to kiss and make up when it comes to differences with your person. Maybe you need to resolve issues, you need to break the ice rather than be aloof or distant with respect to your relationship. I think you could also be dealing with clients who want to prepone meetings or they want you to make alterations. You also need to be very firm. You're going to be someone who is going to look very composed, but deep within you're also a bundle of nerves. Technical challenges could also arise for many Taurans this week. Let's move from Taurus to Gemini. For Gemini, I have the card alarm bells. I think you also need to be alert. You also need to wake up before it's too late. Maybe there are warning signs around you. So that is why you shouldn't ignore those warning signs. Time will definitely slip away. That is why the need of the hour is to get on with work or get on with something which is important rather than shove it under the carpet. I think you could also have reunions with friends and acquaintances this week. Maybe you also need to tap into your contacts. You should network. You could also be concerned about a younger person. With respect to your love life, I have this card, farewell, but I'm no good at goodbyes. Maybe there is a distance in your relationship. Maybe your person is also traveling on account of work. Maybe you don't want this distance. It's very hard, to release the balloons in the sky, but that needs to be done. I think you need to iron out your differences if you want to hold on to this relationship. At the soul level, one of you doesn't want this distance. Maybe that is why this card, alarm bells. Let's move from Gemini to Cancer. For Cancer, I have this card, purity of the soul. You know, the baby talks about someone which is a very pure soul, which is untainted by what is going on around. That is why I think you need to be very clear when it comes to your work or when it comes to ethics. Maybe someone could question you. You should also do things from the soul level. You should be a bit childlike. You could also be concerned about a younger person here. Cancerians, the universe is also asking you this week to retreat from certain situations, to rethink your moves. Maybe you should also be very guarded when it comes to your ideas and plans, because others may not be very happy about them, or there could also be jealousy that you need to counter. Knives are definitely being sharpened behind your back. Interestingly, with respect to your love life, I also have this card, forgiveness heals, revenge doesn't. Maybe there's been some kind of misunderstanding or miscommunication in a relationship. That is why you need to break the ice, you need to resolve, or maybe you also need to forgive the person who has harmed you in any which way, because revenge isn't love. Revenge means that we're getting even with the person. So you need to understand that you're forgiving the person to lighten your own soul. That is why this card, purity of the soul. I think both the messages are very loud and clear. You should be someone who does things for your own soul's progression this week. Let's move from Cancer to Leo. For Leo, I have this card, Divine Spark. I think you're going to be very inspired this week. You should listen to your inner voice when it comes to sudden inspirational ideas that the universe is sending you. Maybe you also need to be open-handed towards others. I think for some Leos, the financial aspect could also be the key this week. Maybe you feel that expenses are mounting, or that there are technical issues, or maybe you're also going to invest in gadgets. With respect to your love life, I have this card, I lost myself in you. I think you're going to enjoy good conversation with your person. Maybe you're also going to be feeling a sense of oneness in this relationship. At the soul level, I think you will enjoy this warmth and ardor with this person. Maybe you're also going to enjoy dinner dates this week. I think you also need to be social. There are certain limitations imposed upon you by your family with respect to your love life or with respect to career matters, yet the universe is telling you to be open to those eureka moments. Let's move from Leo to Virgo. For Virgo, I have this card, Psychic Attack. I think you need to be prepared of the evil eye. Maybe there's an energy shift, negative energy or negative forces could attack you. Maybe there are energy vampires which you need to guard against. So do some aura cleansing. Oftentimes, Virgo, you could be feeling the need to withdraw, to retreat from certain situations. Maybe you want to be all by yourself. Your family could also question your contribution towards the family purse. I think you should not be too hasty when it comes to communication, because there could also be competition. Maybe a slip of the tongue could also cost you. That is why I think Virgos, you should weigh your words carefully. With respect to your love life, I have this card, intimacy, physical. I think someone desires more intimacy in this relationship. Maybe this person is more concerned with the physical aspect of the relationship. So keep that in mind. You don't want to be in a relationship which is devoid of love and is centered around lust alone. Interestingly, I also believe that some of you could be wanting more closeness, like I said, in this relationship, in case yours is a good connection. From Virgo, I will move to Libra. For Libra, I have this card, 2 for joy. I think you can expect some happy moments in your relationship or with respect to work. Maybe you're also going to feel a sense of contentment here. Maybe there are also going to be reunions lined up this week, so you need to be social. I think you should also quickly ink those deals in case there are opportunities. Some of you could also feel that maybe your relationship is going to be coming to fruition in another lifetime with this card. Someday, perhaps in another lifetime, the stars do talk about your destiny, yet you also feel that this relationship is not going to culminate into something concrete in this lifetime. Let's move from Libra to Scorpio. For Scorpio, I have this card, game, set, match. I think you're going to be someone who is going to be under control. You're also going to achieve your ends. You're emerging victorious despite the obstacles or despite those who are putting roadblocks in your life. Maybe you also need to take the onus. I think financial matters could also be uppermost on your mind. Maybe you even feel as though expenses are mounting, so keep that in mind. With respect to your love life, I have this card, you get me like no other. I think you're going to enjoy deep conversations with your person, or maybe you realize that this person was someone with whom you share a soul contract, or you're going to be a bit wistful thinking about the past, or thinking about how conversations with this person were a dream, or it was effortless. Perhaps in case you're romancing, I think Scorpions, you should make time so that the relationship blossoms. For Sagittarius, I have this card, a ticket to ride. Maybe many of you are making travel plans, or you want to travel, or you're going to be on your feet. I think there could also be changes in your work environment, or you could be feeling a bit unsettled. Technical challenges could arise. You also need to look into paperwork or legal work. Discuss, negotiate with those who are senior than you to find answers to the problems that are there. Maybe rewards for your past effort is also going to be there for many Sagittarians this week. I also have this card, toxic relationship. I think you could be in a relationship which is unhealthy, so you need to snap out of it like this twig. You need to break free. This could be true for some Sagittarians. Maybe some of you also want to write a letter to someone who lives far away with this card, a ticket to ride. Maybe you want to express your feelings to this person, but maybe your family could be asking you to rethink your moves. A work-related romance is also a possibility for some Sagittarians this week, but oftentimes you could also wonder whether this relationship is worth its salt, because there are limitations which are there. So that is why you think it is better to break free rather than get entangled in such a relationship. From Sagittarius, I will move to Capricorn. For Capricorn, I have this card, step by step. I think you're going to make progress this week. You're going to climb the ladder of success, or you're going to be someone who is making just the right moves to get ahead in life. Interestingly, I also have this card, Bliss, from the Love Oracle deck, which is talking about blessings that the universe is sending you in case you're already in a relationship. Maybe slow and steady wins the race, so that is why you're enjoying a feeling of contentment in your relationship. This could be true for many Capricorns this week. I think you should enjoy moments with your person. You should celebrate your relationship. From Capricorn, I will move to Aquarius. For Aquarius, I have this card, nothing comes from nothing. I think you need to work very hard this week. You also need to understand that there's no point getting emotional in case there are others who are unnerving or unsettling your balance. Maybe ego hassles could also arise for some Aquarians this week. So follow your intuition, stay away from these unhealthy people around you. Cooperate, collaborate, be more creative. You will be proved right eventually, but now this week you should just lie low. Interestingly, with respect to your love life also, the universe is telling you to be prepared, because someone is going to give you the silent treatment, or perhaps you Aquarians are not going to be bothered about communicating with this person. The dry leaves over here will only make a noise when someone walks over it, or when someone tramples, or when the wind blows. So this silent treatment shouldn't be there in a healthy relationship, but this week, this is the energy which is coming in. So you need to understand that this time will also pass. Or in case you want to work on the relationship, then you should understand that nothing comes from nothing. Without putting in the effort, no relationship can work. Last but not the least, let's move to Pisces. For Pisces, I have this card, Fair and Square, which is talking about the legal system. Maybe you also need to be very just in a relationship, or you need to be focusing on ethics, doing the right things, doing things with integrity, or being fair with other people around you rather than be prejudiced or biased. Communication is definitely going to increase in this week. Communication is bringing in opportunities, so karma is at play. You are going to be rewarded for your past effort. Maybe you also want clarity with respect to work or with respect to your personal relationship. Interestingly, we also have an honorable surrender from the Love Oracle deck. I think many of you want to be united with your person. You want to walk down the sunset. Maybe your person also wants this romance to blossom into something more permanent. He wants to surrender. So the universe is definitely asking you to surrender to the power of this connection, to wake up and smell the roses, to smell the coffee, to enjoy the bliss of happiness with this person or your person. I hope everyone, you liked your reading. Do give your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.